a quick couple-minute video on one of my favorite exercises for mobilizing the deep hip. So it can affect the pelvic floor, the lateral thigh, the hamstrings, the psoas, a little bit of everything. And you just need a chair. Kitchen chairs work best because they're flat, but if all you have is something soft, that's fine too. Or if you're at your office, you can do this as long as there's not big, windows out behind you. You're going to bend forward and let your arms rest on your chair. And then the first thing you want to do is really just kind of become aware of where your spine is. We tend to bend forward with this round back, and you don't want to have what's considered to be flexion here in the spine. So the first thing you're going to do is just relax your spine down. You don't want to arch or lift the back with the muscles of the spine. It's just gravity. Gravity just lets everything drop all the way down, and you can let your head and neck relax. You don't want to bend the arms though. You're not bending the arms stay nice and strong. And then second, after you've relaxed your spine, you're going to back your hips up so that your hips are behind your heels. And in doing that, you should become aware of your hamstrings. We tend to migrate forward more into the front muscles. Yes, would you like to sit up there? Instead of back towards the hips. I know, there you go. So after you've relaxed your spine and after you've backed your hips up, you're then going to shift your pelvis towards the right leg and towards the left leg, trying to not migrate forward as you do that. So you're not hiking the hip up to the right and to the left, you're shifting the hips to the right and to the left. And you can feel your pelvis glide over the heads of the femurs. I know, say hi. Want to go over there? There you go. So I like to do this, sometimes I'll do this for 7 or 8 minutes. And I've got a couple pregnant friends right now who are having some tailbone or some groin pain, and this is a really nice way to kind of stretch out all of that. There's a lot of tissues that connect in towards the hips. You have your adductors, you've got your psoas, your hip flexors, and sometimes if you sit a lot, and I'm just doing this, just kind of gliding from side to side, if you sit a lot, those tend to get tight and you tend to be tucking more than you realize. So taking a couple-minute break to really back up. You can play with different widths of the feet. The wider you go, the more it's going to change the stretch. And if you hang out on one side, really try to push towards the side as much as possible, you'll usually feel kind of an opposing tension in the opposite hip. And you can switch to the other side. And you can see how one side compares to the other. But 10 minutes of this a day, even if it's just done in a couple-minute increments, and if you have a longer bout to do it, you can do it while you're watching television. You can get rid of your standing workstation and get a sitting workstation, and then just actually work here if you need to. There's all the sorts of ways to make this happen. And if you're traveling, sometimes just getting out and doing this on the hood of the car is pretty nice. And then you can finish by putting your hands up on the top of the chair and then letting your chest sink through. It's a nice way to stretch the shoulders so you get a little bit of head to toe. All right, enjoy, do it often.